After the definitions, the law starts with what are called administrative adjustments. From Section 2672, we read, "The head of each federal agency or his designee, in accordance with regulations prescribed by the Attorney General, may consider, ascertain, adjust, determine, compromise, and settle any claim for any damages against the United States for injury or loss of property or personal injury or death caused by the negligent or wrongful act or omission of any employee of the agency while acting within the scope of his office or employment under circumstances where the United States, if a private person, would be liable to the claimant in accordance with the law of the place where the act or omission occurred." Section 2672 basically says that the head of each federal agency can settle claims for money damages against the United States for injury, loss, or even death. That means if you have a tort, a claim of injury against the United States, the head of the agency responsible can negotiate and settle rather than going to court. Of course, they can only settle if you agree to the settlement. Let's talk about the line, under circumstances where the United States, if a private person, would be liable. See, under the law, you have natural and artificial persons. You and I are natural persons, while corporations are artificial. Under this law, the United States is just as liable as a natural person would be in that same situation. If you could sue your neighbor for a tort, you can sue the United States for the same tort. Continuing, we read, "Any award, compromise, or settlement in an amount of $2,500 or less made pursuant to this section shall be paid by the head of the federal agency concerned out of the appropriations available to that agency. Payment of any award, compromise, or settlement in an amount in excess of $2,500 made pursuant to this section or made by the Attorney General in any amount pursuant to Section 2677 of this title shall be paid in a manner similar to judgments and compromises in like causes and appropriations or funds available for the payment of such judgments and compromises are hereby made available to the payment of awards, compromises, or settlements under this chapter." Okay, another stipulation in this section of the code is how payments are made based on their size. $2,500 or less, and the agency pays directly. More than $2,500, or if the award is made by the Attorney General, it's handled the same way any other legal settlement would be paid.